Hi, it's Jane with ScrapTasticyarns, and today we are doing movie and a stitch. And I did stitch while I was watching the movie. I really did. My iMovie that I chose was I Am Mother. This is a 2019 Australian science fiction thriller film directed by Grant Spitore, or maybe it's Spitore, screenplay by Michael Lloyd Green, and it's based on a story by Grant Spitore and Michael Lloyd Green. It stars Clara Rugaard, Luke Hawker, Rose Byrne, and Hilary Swank. It is on Netflix, and it is free. It had a world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival, January the 25th of 2019. Netflix released it June the 7th, 2019. Now let's talk about it. After an extinction event, an automated bunker, which apparently there were several, I believe, is designed to repopulate humanity, and it activates. A robot named Mother, who is Rose Byrne, grows a human embryo and cares for her over several years. Mother says she needs practice on being a good parent before growing more people. About 38 years later, a teenage girl named Daughter, which is played by Clara Rugaard, fixes Mother's hand. She's got a boo-boo in her hand. And Mother teaches Daughter the complex moral and ethical lessons, warning her about an upcoming exam. During a power outage, Daughter captures a young rat, and she's perplexed because they don't have animals on this repopulation center. So she fixes the electrical malfunction that the rat caused by chewing through wires. And when Mother powers back up, she actually incinerates the rat in a furnace over her daughter's objections. Mother explains that the surface contamination makes the outside world potentially harmful and could kill her. So Daughter becomes increasingly curious about the outside world. So she is constantly going to the bunker's airlock, and at one of these times she hears a wounded woman, which is Hilary Swank, begging for help. Daughter opens the airlock, but she makes the woman put on a hazmat suit. Of course, Mother powers up and races towards her daughter. And this is as the daughter hides the woman. Daughter tells Mother she was curious about the outside world. Mother reiterates her warnings. After Daughter has been decontaminated, Mother insists that Daughter prepare for the exam. Once Mother leaves her to take her exam, Daughter confiscates a firearm from the woman's belongings. She also becomes agitated when the woman removes her suit to drink water that she has brought. The woman says there's no contamination. Upon realizing there is a robot in the bunker, the woman aggressively demands Daughter return her firearm. But daughter becomes frightened and calls out for mother. And mother comes running and disarms the woman after being shot. Daughter pleads for the woman's life, and mother agrees to help her because she is wounded. She takes her to the infirmary. It's a hard word to say. And when the woman refuses mother's help, mother actually locks her into the infirmary. She asks daughter to gain her trust so they can help other survivors. The woman says the robots like mother hunt for the survivors. And daughter finds mother and apologizes for letting the woman in. Now the mother asks the woman about the other survivors. The woman is now very ill with an infection because she had a gunshot wound that became infected. So she again refuses mother's help because she calls her a droid. Or droid, not droid. Drover. Something like that. So daughter says, I can do it. I can take care of her. So daughter performs surgery on the woman to remove the bullet. And as the woman is recovering, the daughter bonds while mother watches them. The woman says there are survivors alive in a mine. And invites the other to stay with them. Invites daughter to stay with him. But mother interrupts and tells daughter it's time to take her exam. And mother then reveals to daughter that the woman has lied. That the gunshot wound is actually from her own gun. So daughter decides not to tell mother about the survivors. This is her first real hiding things from her mother. So the exam is a psychological exam, and mother rewards daughter by letting her choose an embryo to grow, a brother or a sister. So she does that. Daughter confronts the woman about the bullets, about the gun that she shot herself. And the woman convinces daughter to check the bullet herself to see, because they're not from the same gun. Daughter does that and finds out that they do not match. She also does some more investigating, and she realizes there have been other embryos that mother incinerated. So mother has essentially aborted several children, and daughter is a little upset about this. So daughter makes the connection that she's not the first embryo because of her identification code. And so she finds out that the first one was in the furnace and finds the remains. So the daughter agrees that she's going to leave with the woman, but mother locks her into a room. And then mother goes into the room where the woman is and begins to torture her. So as she's torturing her about information on the other survivors, daughter breaks out of the room, and it's very interesting the way she does that. I'm not going to tell you. Sets off a fire alarm and joins the woman. And just before they get out of the airlock, mother confronts them. So the woman takes daughter as a hostage with the gun. And they do escape, forces mother to open the airlock. They escape. Daughter follows the woman across this desolate wasteland And then all of a sudden they come into a area where there are cornfields. And then they see the robots. And these robots are re-terraforming the earth. So, daughter follows a woman and finds out that she actually lives alone. And it kind of terrifies her, so she returns to the bunker where her mother is, which is now guarded by all these robots. But they do let her pass. So mother allows the daughter to come back in to hold her newborn brother. And mother insists that she is not a robot, but the IA that controls all the robots. She started the extinction event because she was convinced humanity would destroy itself. So to prevent this, she remade humanity. And there's an ending I'm not going to tell you about. And it has a little bit of twist at the end that involves the other woman. So I would suggest that you watch it because it's very interesting. I did enjoy it. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars because I thought it was that good. Now, I did stitch on something, and the thing that I stitched on, of course, was the Annie's Kit Club, because I was so far behind. So I did all those rows from here up while watching the movie. It was a good movie. I think you'll enjoy it. I don't know what I'm going to choose for my J movie. I am still searching for something. But you'll see that when it happens. All right, everybody, have a great week. Remember to choose kindness, and I will see you again soon. Bye.